You know that feeling, it's 2 a.m., you're finally in a deep sleep, and suddenly, your bladder demands attention. You drag yourself out of bed, stumble to the bathroom, and by the time you get back, you're wide awake. Sound familiar? If you're waking up to pee multiple times a night, you're not alone. Millions of seniors struggle with this, but here's the good news, it doesn't have to be this way. Today, I'm sharing a simple, science-backed trick that can help you finally sleep through the night. No pills, no crazy routines. Just one easy adjustment before bed. Stick with me, because this could change everything. Hi, I'm Betty and I'm so happy you're joining me today. Before we dive into this important topic, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and comment below telling me where you're watching from. I love connecting with all of you from around the world, so now let's begin. Let's be honest, when you're up and down all night, you're not just losing sleep. You're missing out on the deep, restorative rest your body craves. Poor sleep makes aches and pains worse, drains your energy, and even affects your memory. But before we get to the solution, let's talk about why this happens. As we age, our bodies produce less of a hormone called vasopressin. It's what tells your kidneys to slow down urine production at night. Without it, your bladder fills up faster, and boom, you're playing musical chairs with your bathroom. But here's what most people don't realize, your evening habits might be making it worse. The first game changer, timing your fluids. The biggest mistake? Drinking too much too close to bedtime. You might think, I need to stay hydrated. And you're right. But chugging water right before bed is like pouring fuel on the fire. Try this instead. Stop drinking fluids 2 hours before bed, yes, even that cup of herbal tea. Front-load your hydration, get most of your water in by dinner time. Sip, don't guzzle in the evening, small amounts are easier on your bladder. Now, I know what you're thinking, what if I'm thirsty? Here's the trick, suck on an ice cube or rinse your mouth with water. It tricks your brain into feeling hydrated without overloading your bladder. Simple, right? The hidden culprit, your dinner plate. Here's something no one talks about, certain foods act like diuretics, forcing your kidneys to work overtime. If you're eating these after 6 p.m., you're asking for a midnight bathroom run. Salty snacks, chips, pretzels, they make you retain water, then flush it out later. Sugar, desserts, sweetened drinks, spikes insulin, which messes with fluid balance. Alcohol, even one glass of wine can double your trips to the toilet. One of my viewers, Martha, 68, told me she loved her nightly bowl of ice cream, until she realized it was the reason she was up 3 times a night. She swapped it for a handful of almonds, more on that later, and within days, she was sleeping straight through. Small change, huge difference. You've already taken the first big steps, cutting off fluids earlier and watching those sneaky diuretic foods. But here's what most people miss, your bladder is trainable. That's right, just like strengthening a muscle or improving your balance, you can actually teach your bladder to hold more and wake you up less. And the best part? It starts with something you're already doing every single day. The bladder training secret. Think about this, if you rush to the bathroom every time you feel the slightest urge, your bladder gets lazy. It starts sending, "I'm full," signals earlier than it needs to. But with a little patience, you can stretch out those intervals, day and night. Here's how. Delay your daytime trips. When you feel the urge, wait 10 extra minutes before going. Slowly increase to 15, then 20 minutes over a few weeks. This gently expands your bladder's capacity. Double voiding, before bed, go once, then wait 2 minutes and try again. This ensures you're completely empty, buying you precious extra sleep time. Now, I know this sounds too simple, but studies show it works better than medication for many seniors. My 72-year-old neighbor, Frank, went from 4 nightly trips to 1 in just 3 weeks. No pills, no side effects. just a little retraining. The magic of elevation. Here's something your doctor might not tell you: gravity is working against you while you sleep. If you have any swelling in your legs, even mild, that fluid gets reabsorbed into your bloodstream when you lie down, and guess where it ends up? Your bladder. Try this tonight. Prop your feet up for 30 minutes before bed, use a pillow or footstool. Sleep with your legs slightly elevated, a small pillow under your ankles helps. This lets excess fluid drain before you hit the pillow, not after. One viewer, Gloria, 70, said this alone cut her nighttime trips in half, and her restless legs stopped bothering her too. The overlooked bedroom factor. Believe it or not, the temperature of your room could be sabotaging you. When it's too cold, your body tries to conserve heat by tightening blood vessels, which increases blood pressure and urine production. Aim for a bedroom around 68 degrees Fahrenheit 20 degrees Celsius, cool enough for sleep, but not chilly. Warm feet, cold feet trigger nighttime urination. Try socks or a heating pad. Margaret, 65, swore her 4 a.m. bathroom runs were inevitable, until she noticed they only happened in winter. She raised her thermostat 2 degrees, added cozy socks, and poof, slept straight through. Sometimes the fix is that simple. Now, these strategies work incredibly well together, but there's one last piece to this puzzle. It's a tiny, 5-second adjustment you can make right as you're falling asleep, and it might be the most powerful trick of all. This final tip is so subtle, you'll wonder why no one ever told you before. It all comes down to how you breathe as you're drifting off to sleep. The 5-second breathing trick. When you're stressed or anxious, even subconsciously, your body shifts into fight or flight mode, which directly signals your bladder to empty. That's why you might feel sudden urgency when nervous. Here's how to short-circuit that response right at bedtime. As you settle into bed, place one hand on your chest, the other on your belly. Take a slow 4-second inhale through your nose, letting your belly rise, not your chest. Hold for 2 seconds, then exhale for 6 seconds through pursed lips, like blowing out a candle. Repeat 3 times, it tells your nervous system, we're safe. No emergency here. This isn't just theory, research shows controlled breathing can reduce nighttime urination by 31%. Tom, a 71-year-old retired teacher, told me this was the missing link. After a week, he slept through the night for the first time in 12 years. The power position. Your sleeping posture matters more than you think. If you're a side sleeper, try this. Place a thin pillow between your knees, aligns hips, reduces pelvic pressure. Slightly curl toward fetal position, takes pressure off bladder. Back sleepers, avoid flat positions. Prop your knees up with a pillow to prevent spinal tension that can irritate nerves connected to your bladder. When to see a doctor. Now, if you've tried all these tricks for 2 to 3 weeks and still make multiple nightly trips, it's time to rule out infections. UTIs can be sneaky after 60. Check medications, diuretics, blood pressure pills, even antihistamines can be culprits. Screen for sleep apnea. Your brain may be interpreting breathing pauses as wake up signals. But for most of you, combining these strategies, fluid timing, bladder training, elevation, breathing, and posture, will make those 3 a.m. wake-ups a thing of the past. Remember, your body wants to sleep through the night. Sometimes it just needs the right cues. Start with one change tonight, maybe the breathing trick or foot elevation, then add more as you go. You've got this. Now I'd love to hear, which tip are you trying first? Drop a comment below. And if this helped you, pay it forward, share it with a friend who's tired of those nighttime bathroom marathons. Here's to your best sleep tonight, and every night after.